Hey, and welcome to Innocore Gaming. Today we're jumping back into Automation Empire. At the end of the last video, we had just gotten trains, and we had been researching steel plates, and we had set that up with a combiner. This is a combiner configuration. Wow, that's a lot of steel plates to be sold. Anyway, it looks like I'm producing lots and lots of steel plates. The research needs to be gathered again. It's topped out. The things are full. When I look at the cell, it's full. Got 5.5 million research points to do something with. We are over 12,000. We're up to 13,000 in our weight now. But what I wanted to do was, what was the next research? And the next research that I want to get to is farming, but it takes oil, so that makes it a necessity to get oil next. Oil takes gold fuel. So I looked and I said, well, here's a gold mine and here's a coal mine, so I can appropriate this gold mine and just stop selling it and then hook it into another combiner, and then put gold fuel into the research and stuff. And then I said, well, what about the rest of the map? So I looked over here, and lo and behold, there was a gold field over here, and right beside it, an oil field. A coal field. So I put the miners in the gold field, and then I put miners in the coal field, and then I built refiners for the gold and for the coal, and then I brought them over to this side of the tracks, put them into a combiner, which changes them into gold fuel. This is now gold fuel, and I'm now selling it in a train, selling it via the trains. So we put trains in last time. Now we're already using them. So hopefully gold fuel is one of the top 5. So hopefully by adding gold fuel sales, we'll jump up our 3-month weight output, because we have a goal of 30,000, right? 30,000 a month. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to do was, I want to reconfigure this right here. So I want to turn this, let's see, no, we want to break this. That's what we want to do, so that we'll stop delivering fuel down there. One of the things we could do is we could delete that. Now it won't fill it up anymore. Okay, so now we just gotta wait. We gotta wait till this runs down. I probably should have already disconnected it. But what we'll end up doing is doing this exact thing over here. We're just going to do it over on this side instead. So it'll look something like this. Let's see. We'll need to put one. See, it's really not the way to, that's not really the way to do it. The way you do it is to connect them. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, we might as well put in 5. I don't see why not. Then you connect them. Gonna work over here. I think I'll turn those around. I think I'll work from the other way. Let's work this direction. Okay, and then what we'll have to do is we can put this one here, dumping out this way, and this one sucking in here, right? And then there will have to be railway, a cartway like this, and this will have to come over here. No. Where's it got to go? It's got to come right here. Nice. Oh, rats. Just like that. And it may need a good bit further to go, although I don't really think it does, right? I mean, it doesn't need, what do we got running on there now? 1, 2, what's on here now? 10. What's on this one? 10. So that's a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means this is going to have to extend a good bit. Okay, not that much then. It's going to bring us some stuff already. But I'm not actually ready for it to do that yet, so let's delete this for now. And with those changes, we now have gold fuel that is being done in research. Along with the last of the steel plate that was in there. Now we're just watching to see it work. So 4 in the initial pass, now on the way back through. I'm going to catch 1 more. I'm going to catch 2 more. 2.5 more. But it didn't empty the train, so we should start building a little stockpile down here. One, 2 that time. Only 2.5 in the initial. Only 2 that time. That was interesting. I'm not sure what the timing of these things are. That was 3 of them. Or it looks like 4. Because it looks like there's 2 halves that are down, but I'm not sure that they were. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only half. But all in all, we are headed exactly where we needed to be. We've picked up 7 of gold fuel. It won't be long till we'll have a whole lot more. You know, we'll have plenty. And then the next thing we'll have to do, we get oil, then we'll have to do Oil, and how do you get oil? Oil has to be refined, so we'll have to have a refinery to go from crude oil to oil, and then we'll have to research it, have to put it into research, right? And then we'll have farming that we unlocked. Could also at this point go through and put water in on all of the existing areas. That increases efficiency, which would also up our monthly weight, right? Look, we've jumped from 12,000 to 16. We started at 12 before I put in the gold fuel. We were at 12,000 a month. Now we're up to 16, so we're now halfway to our goal. We're a little over halfway, and that is fantastic. And we're only running one train track, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So we're going to want to start producing some mega fuel, gold plates, ionized capacitors, and capacitors. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've already got the gold fuel. I guess we could add steel plates to this one maybe. If it depends on what we have left making out of here, over here. Cool. I wonder if we're going to have room. We'll have to squeeze some things in, but that'll be okay. We still got plenty of room, looks like, for several more pieces. There's a space that something could go in. There's a space that something could go in. And if we have to move stuff around, we can do that. That's a little bit, it would be nice to have like a blueprinting function, but that's okay. We can do it the old-fashioned way. Got our research is clicking along. The trucks are moving as far as I can tell. We now have trains going. We've got gold fuel being sold, one of our 13 kilograms, so that's pretty nice. Got 35 million, 6 million research points. Speaking of which, don't we need to up some of these? What would help? Looks like we're staying pretty full over here. Could we up the frequency of the train? I don't really see the need for cart speed or more carts at this point, or even more. I mean, the only thing I can think of would be speeding up the train. Might as well, huh? Let's buy a train speed up. That lowers it by 5 seconds. Do we want a 10-second? Lower it by 10 seconds. I didn't realize it was taking that long between times. Like, we could be filling another one up already, right? Oh yeah, see? I'd like for it to not be full down here all the time, so it's full. Let's buy a 15-second one. 15 seconds sooner. We've got plenty of research points. $20. Just not willing to go that last step just yet until I see what effect this is going to have on it. But look, here comes even more. And the train's still not out. I mean, looks like at this point we could be, oh, well, I know what to do, right? It's simple. We know what to do. I don't know why I didn't think about it. All you gotta do is come here and go to railroads. Put another one of these. Put one, two more. What that'll do is that'll add cars, right? So now I've really sped up my production, obviously, because I've added even more of it, and I told it to trains to come a lot quicker. So we'll see what happens now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So this is still the same size train that we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we've got 7, 8. We'll see if next time it doesn't have like 10 cars. Train interval, but train speed is not one. No. Cart speed, claw speed, and robot speed. And then number of carts, number of claws, train interval, truck interval. Well, we've sucked it dry. That's kind of cool. Hmm. We'll have enough research pretty soon and we can turn that part off and it can all go to the train. But see, our train's bigger this time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars this time. So is our monthly average going up? Still at 16.1. But that seems to be working rather well, other than we're running out of gold fuel now to feed the train. Looks like that was maybe an initial build-up, and so that was our surplus. Now we've eaten the surplus, and so we'll probably have to adjust down. We just adjusted up, but that ate the surplus really quickly. Now we'll have to adjust back down as a maintenance adjustment, right? I would think probably we'll have to, yes. How much is that train worth? Train was worth a lot. But I don't think there's enough time to get another train. So now the rest is all up to the trucks. Can it beat 16.1? I don't know. It's going to be pretty close, isn't it? Should have been at least 2 more additional cars of train in that one. Yeah, it looks like it's going to break it by some amount. Not by much, though. It was 16,146. So right at 300 kilograms more. Oh, oh, over. 100, 130 kilograms. 130 kilograms more this month. Okay, moving on up. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed seeing the next step. Of course, the next step after this is to collect the research from the gold fuel, and we can do that pretty easily. Claim that, claim that, claim it, claim it, claim, 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 claim. Okay, and that should put us over 100. We're over 1,200. 2 million. We've got 6. We can unlock oil. So now we just unlocked oil. So now we can come over here And we can come to our oil derrick, right? And it wirelessly pulls 100. What did it say? Wirelessly uses 1,000 power per month. So we may have to set down a wirelessly from where, you know, what. We may have to put down some more power grids for these, but basically you can have a, and you can rotate them to which side you want them on, right? And now you have oil derricks. But how do you connect to oil derricks? Do you put them into carts? Can you do this with them? Indeed you can. So you can fill them up, you can put oil into a cart, and you can carry it to a refinery where you're refining it. Then you can carry it from there to sell, but oil's not very heavy, right? Carbon oil, yeah, oil's way down at 10, so I don't have any desire to sell oil. Much rather sell capacitors, ionized capacitors, gold plates, mega fuel. Those are the things I want to sell. So I don't really want to sell oil. So what I'm going to do with it, I know I got to put it into research. That's one of the things in order to get farming. So I don't know what else I'll do with it. And need 200. So what I may do is just only hook up 2 or 3 of them and run it into and just put a temporary research center over here. Hook them up, get the oil, because it'll have to be refined. So I can stick it in a refiner, dump it into some couple of research things, get my oil researched. Then I can pick up farming. And then we can do grain mill. Capacitors. But you can't use capacitors. There's no reason to research capacitors. That's sort of what been driving me. I'm going to have to go back to my recipes. Go back to my calendar, decide what I want to do. I want to do mega fuel, gold plates, ionized capacitors, and I don't know if I want to do capacitors as well, because if you have to use these to make these, then we'll just do those and use all of these to make those. And so we could do this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, right? Those will be our 5 cells in the trains. And that would be, we should, if we're selling all of that in 5 trains, as much as we can produce, we'll surely break our, I mean, we're already over halfway there, so I think we'll do it. Okay. Alright, so that's next steps. The next thing we'll do is we'll put in some oil and put it into a research facility, and that'll be that. Not running out too quickly, are we? So we did what we wanted. Okay. Well, alright. Well, I sure hope that you have enjoyed this little video. I know there were some pauses in the middle while I was concentrating on some of the changes I was making. I apologize for that. I'll try to remember to do better. This game leads me to stop talking and start thinking, and then I realize suddenly, oh, it's been a minute since I said anything to anybody. They'll think they'll be getting bored because I'm not entertaining them. Maybe you were entertained just by the things I was doing, even though you didn't get to hear my thoughts of why I was doing it that way, you know. But I'll try to make sure that in times in the future while I'm building things and you're watching, that I'll keep a running commentary going about why I'm doing it that particular way. What's my thought processes? That way you can help me, right? Because you can say, well, you thought, but you made a mistake here in your thought process. You know, you said so and so, but that's not true. It's this, and then, oh, well, that makes a big difference, you know. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like. You can leave me a comment. I will respond. You can subscribe to the channel so that upcoming videos the system will notify you if you click the notification bell. Subscribe and click the notification bell, and the system will notify you of upcoming videos. Also, I appreciate you for tuning in. I want to encourage you to find a place of worship where you feel both comfortable and welcome. Attend it regularly with an open heart and an open mind, and I believe that can be both a rewarding and fulfilling experience for you. So I encourage you to do that. Hope you enjoyed the video for today. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. I enjoy having at least the idea that there's somebody out there staying in touch with me, and I'm staying in touch with you, and we're connecting through these videos while we're all self-isolated. And so it's a good thing. It can be a good thing if we let it be. Or there's some good things that can come out of it, at least. It's not I mean, it can never be a good thing, but at least we can find the good in it as much as possible. I guess that's my point. It's a terrible thing, but there have to be nothing is just one-sided, right? There's always two sides, and so some of the good, I'm seeing some good things come out of it already. Interestingly enough, there have been some, not many, and not nearly enough, I don't think, but we can't dwell. I'm a human being that I don't dwell on the negative. I've always been a positive person, and I can always continue to be no matter what. So anyway, I think that's enough ranting, and hope you enjoyed the video. I do love the symmetry. I really enjoy the symmetry of this game. I probably could even be a whole lot better. You're probably sitting out there going, what's he doing talking about symmetry? He's not being symmetrical at all. But the line spacing is the same. The curves look good. The little sitting, and I kind of like it, even though it's not exactly symmetrical right there or anywhere. But maybe symmetrical is not the right word. But I do like the way it lays out. It reminds me of circuit boards, which Factorio does as well. Something I've always appreciated about Factorio. I appreciate it about this game. It feels like you can certainly run down and trace down what the things that you need to do are, and fix the little glitches in the system when they occur. And that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do that. Hope you enjoyed this. The factory's coming right along. I certainly I still think I'm pretty sure it's still early access, but I do enjoy the game. I have been playing another way. where you don't use carts. Basically, you basically just don't use carts, or very, very seldom. And so how do you get the ore? Well, you just push the ore through, basically through pipes and containers, and take it wherever you want to. You just take it in a pipe in a container and just pipe it to where you want it. So you just take all this ore, put it into the system, and basically what it kind of ends up being is that you can you can run this, which is, I don't know, whatever this is, coal. You can run this and you can combine it with this coal over here. Whereas right now, because this is on a track, this track can only go one place. You know, I'm kind of limited, and this has only got one function, basically. But if I were to combine this and put it into the same containers, just by connecting all the containers, as this set of, suddenly, now, all I have to do is I basically have a bus. And now I just pull off from the bus. I have an input that I've combined, and now I can pull off individual outputs from it wherever I need. And I kind of like that. That's what we did in Factorio, and I kind of like it. It is a little bit harder to get started with it because these things are so expensive, and you have to have so many of them. But I am working on it, and I may show you that one. I may drop a vid in on that, just pull that one up and show you this other side. Look, here's a totally different way of doing automation empire, and it works just as well, apparently, to get to the goal. So that'll be kind of neat. Anyway, hope you had fun. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. I appreciate it. Until next time, see you.